Hello my friends, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is going to be a soul tribe reading. I felt like I needed to connect with my soul tribe. I've been feeling very disconnected from you lately, so I wanted to come on and do a soul tribe reading. I have this new deck. It's from Sabina, and thank you very much for this deck. It's the Goddess Power Oracle. So I thought that we could check it out today and connect with our inner goddesses, no matter your gender. I love you guys. I hope you had a good weekend. I have two sets of twins, and one set was their birthday this weekend, and then it was Mother's Day. So I'm sending you all love, and let's see what's happening. Let's see what we need to hear. We have secrets right away. Interesting. Secrets. 40. Secrets and 40. Emperor energy and 6. Beauty. Lover's energy. What? How interesting. Beauty. 6. And then we had the Emperor energy. Interesting. What's on the bottom? We have 1. Adaptability. Magician energy. Humor. 50. Hierophant energy. I'm just talking to myself. Imagine being in my head and like watching TV shows. And I see the numbers and I'm like piecing it all together. I try and point it out to my partner, like when we're watching The Walking Dead or when we're watching some show or whatever, that sometimes the number synchronicities of like the episode and what the episode is about falls in line with the numerology. Anyway, I know I'm a special one. We have focus. 4. Artemis? Is that Artemis? 4. Focus. Emperor energy for sure. All right. Let's see what's going on. My kids got me adorable things for Mother's Day. We have healing. 19. Sun energy. Divine masculine energy. How beautiful. How beautiful. I need to read this. Yeah, my son got me this crystal, and then all of my kids picked me out like crystals. They did get me something adorable. Okay, I just have to show you. I have to show it to you. All right, just bear with me for a minute. I just thought this was so cute. So in the crystal store that we go into, what am I trying to say? In the crystal store we go into, they have these 3D printers, and my kids bought me this, and it comes with wings, and I just thought it was so symbolic because I'm always talking about change and the butterfly and growing out of your older self. Anyway, I just thought it was adorable. Let me see if I can get the wings on. I don't actually know how it works. Somebody else had to do it for me. Hang on. Let me see if I can figure this out. Is that the right way? There's a way to do it. Hang on. I think that's upside down. I think that's what's wrong here. Feel free to fast forward. I just thought this was so symbolic of the soul tribe. There we go. And I just thought that was so beautiful. And it's wearing sneakers. Anyway, it cracked me up. All right, so let's read this card. If anyone was in pile 2 yesterday in the pick a card reading, we were talking about our inner children, and a lot of you have asked about the a lot of you have asked if I got the stuffed animal I was trying to buy for my inner child, and I did. I won the bid. I outbid myself because I didn't want to miss out on it. So at the last minute, I made another bid and I outbid myself. Anyway, Gula, the baby, the Babylonian, that's how I want to say it, goddess of medicine and healing, has come to guide you as a blessing and for your well-being. You're being invited to address the areas of your life that need healing. Perhaps you have moved so quickly through your life that you've forgotten about self-care. Perhaps the stories you've told yourself about who you are need healing. We don't always see that we are hurting ourselves or others. Take heart, for Gula, I don't know if that's, is Gula right? I'm thinking of the wedding singer, Gulia. Anyway, that's weird. Take heart, for Gula comes into your world as your ally, saying that now is the most auspicious time to focus on healing in all aspects of your life. Only good things will come from your actions here. In fact, now is also the perfect time when you can be assured that you can heal rifts with others as well. Be sincere and call upon Gula for this precious commitment. You may also be called to the path of the healer now. Yes, my little butterflies. You're my little healers. If so, the goddess Gula supports this wholeheartedly. Me too. You just need to be willing, respect others, and do no harm. Miracles will arise as if out of nowhere. I love it. So the alignment message, so that's the reversal. So if you're feeling the opposite of this, we have the goddess Gula calls you to recognize that you're running on empty. You have nothing left to give. That one hurts. I'm seeing my Queen of Cups that overgive and leave nothing for themselves. You have nothing left to give. You have reached the end of the road, and you must stop what you are doing and consider the implications of your actions. Do you need to set better boundaries about your enthusiastic tendency to say yes to everything? What? Not us people pleasers. Have you allowed others to drain you because you feel it's your job to listen, love them, and fix them? I'm even seeing distorted feminine here. Do your close companions cling to their victim stories and continue to impose them on you? Your alignment task is to step back and assess what is true and make new choices and maybe put yourself first. You will be glad you did. Just remember, it is sometimes the healing choice to take a break and only focus on you for a change. I mean, that I feel like that's something that we talk about a lot here, about how much we're giving to others and not giving to ourselves, and how if we drain that cup, we're left feeling like somebody owes us something. We're left feeling resentful. Very interesting. So take however that resonates to you. I also have another adorable little creature that my kids got me that I can't help but share with you. And look, it's a hammerhead shark. And I'm kind of in love with it. And it reminds me of like persistence and the woodpecker card in the Animal Apothecary, where if you keep persisting and knocking on those doors and following your spiritual journey, doors will open. Anyway, I thought of you guys. All right, so let's see what we need to hear. We're going to get 3 cards, and you can take them as they resonate. I'm going to read the upright and the alignment in case, you're resonating with the shadow aspects of the card. So let's get into it, my friends. We have humor, which came out in the shuffle in the past. Interesting. So, humor. It's interesting because this is making me think of, we have 5 Hierophant energy. It's also making me think of the inner child, and when you tap into your inner child and you give to your inner child, it raises your vibration. And, you know, in that reading yesterday, it talked all about how our inner children want to be set free. They want to be acknowledged. And that when you do acknowledge them, you vibrate at a higher frequency. And I was explaining, like, that's why I giggle so much, is because I'm tapped into my inner child. Whereas in the past, I didn't laugh at all. Like, I didn't find anything funny. Like, I never laughed. I took great pleasure in sitting and watching, like, funny things and not laughing. Or, you know, my partner would make a joke and I would just not laugh. I wasn't a very, like, I had a mask on for sure. Anyway, maybe you're finding humor. Let's see, 50. I miss you guys. Empowerment message. When the joyful Japanese goddess of laughter and mirth, ooh, I don't know how to pronounce any of these, so please don't take it personally. Uzumi? I have no idea. Enters your day, be playful and cultivate good-natured humor. Laughter is the best medicine, yes! And exceptionally healing at this time. Keep your focus on fun and positivity and see the humor if you can. Life is not meant to be all work and no play, all focus and no release. Humor fosters resilience and lightheartedness, alleviates emotional pain, giving a much-needed break from the burdens and speed of life. Now is the time for you to be silly, laugh more, even take up laughing yoga. What? Laughing yoga? What the heck is that? I need to go there. Yes, the world is serious and your dreams and desires are too, but the goddess Uzumi reminds you to enjoy your life and have fun. Yay! I love it. I love it. Have you been, this is the alignment message. Have you been taking yourself in your life too serious lately? You know, it's interesting. I post these funny spiritual memes that, like, seriously, they make me laugh. Like, they make me laugh out loud for reals. And like, there's still lower vibrational people who, like, argue them, or it's just, I can feel the resentment. I can feel the lower vibrational energy, you know? Anyway, it's okay to laugh. It's okay to laugh at yourself. Has life become a burden? Do you feel indentured to a project or person, and the heaviness of it all makes it difficult to believe there could be relief? Well, the laughing goddess Uzumi has arrived to let you know, stop right now and be playful. Look for the funny, ridiculous, and foolish in the world. It's time for some comedy. Be like a child today. Yes, connect with your inner child. Finger paint, call your funniest friends, and do laughing yoga. Have a giggle fest. The goddess Uzumi reminds you that when you get too serious, she will help you laugh. This is the right way to balance all the work you've been doing lately. You are so loved. Yes. Laugh. I love it. I love it. So, to all the people who think laughing is annoying, it actually raises your vibrations. Lighten up. I'm just kidding. Maybe lighten up a little. Let's get one more card. No, two more cards. We have Mastery. Ooh, look at this strong looking goddess. 45. Look, this is 9 and it says Mastery, and this is 9 and says Potential. And the very first card we said talked about you being a healer. And maybe this is you mastering those healing skills, stepping into your potential, your highest self. 9, beautiful. I know I sound crazy. I was watching a reality show this morning and a mom on it. All right, I'll tell you, I'm watching Housewives. I like to watch it for the human interaction and the way that they all project onto each other. It's very fascinating to me to study, like, human behavior. Anyway, one of the moms was saying, you know, her young kid was moving to New York and she said, she'll be fine. I've put a protection bubble around her. And her husband was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, I have a protection bubble of light around her. I have one around all of you. And he was laughing at her and she was laughing at herself. But I was like, I get you. I get you. I know what you're talking about. All right. Mastery. See how much I've missed you? I can't stop talking. Mastery is a genuine sense of effortless knowledge after a period of dedicated immersion. The Hindu goddess Saraswati, that's fun to say, Saraswati, asks you to enter her domain of art, language, knowledge, music, and poetry and make this commitment to go the distance. Immerse yourself, body, mind, and spirit in discovering all aspects of what is at hand. Learn and then learn more. Right now, if you adopt the role of apprentice and are willing to devote your heart and mind to something, you will become a true master, tapping into your potential. Yay! Deep wisdom knows only continuous learning. No matter what question you've come to explore, the goddess Saraswati reminds you that the pursuit of mastery is never ending, so enjoy every minute of it. Beautiful. So what are you working on? What are you mastering? Because Spirit's saying whatever this is, it'll give you what it takes to go the distance. And like I'm seeing financial abundance as well. Stable foundation. There was a lot of Emperor energy, so maybe you're thinking about starting your own business or starting your own channel. One of us. Beautiful. So I'm going to read the alignment message. Take it if it resonates. It's not like it came out in reverse. Are you someone who begins things with great enthusiasm, but when you realize the scope of the situation, you move on to something else? Maybe you have ADHD. That's called, oh my gosh, what's that called? It's not a special interest. Oh, I can't think of the name right now. What is the name of it? Anyway, that's going to bug me. Could it be that you're dealing with someone like this? Ambivalence. I don't know how to say that. I know the word if I don't look at it. Is something to be careful of at this time, as you recognize you need more knowledge and energy than what you have to move forward competently. The goddess Saraswati reminds you that there are no shortcuts on this journey, and partial knowledge does not make you a master. How interesting. I am thinking of, you know, people who say they're on the spiritual journey, but then don't look at their cycles and their patterns and their shadows. They like say that they're into spirituality and that they talk to spirit, but they're not doing the work, if that makes sense. Like the people who, you know, have resentment within. Again, I used to be this person. I'm not judging anyone. I'm still this person. I think of the people who are still full of resentment about things and, you know, hyperfixation. It was hyperfixation, ADHD. Anyway, when you are ADHD, you can have what's called a hyperfixation. So you get it in your head that you want to do something, and then you get ready to do the thing, and then you stop. Anyway, that's what I mean, though. Some people who are, you know, after a few months, they're doing the work and they're frustrated because their manifestations aren't coming in, you know? So maybe you resonate with that. In fact, your alignment task is to stop working in a scattered way. It's time for some deep diving into the subject of whatever's on your mind to really get a command of the terrain. Offer the commitment of your time and energy, and you will feel the surge of power as you move into a more masterful role in all areas of your life. Stick with it, keep learning, and keep practicing your craft. Your heart's commitment, your meditation, your self-expression. Stay present to it all, and you'll be glad you did. So keep going. Again, I talk about how so many people get so close and then they just lose hope and say, oh, spirituality is not for me, or it didn't work for me, whatever. Speaking of ADHD, I feel like I'm all over the place in this reading. We have adaptability, and that's very interesting. I just think it's interesting how some of the cards I was seeing when I shuffled are now coming out. Because we have focus, we have beauty, and we have adaptability here. So let's read this one. Let me see if these are straight. They are straight-ish. 1, Magician energy. When you've set intentions for how your life could be different, better, fuller, juicier, prosperous, creative, more meaningful, adaptability is the power you'll need to rely on. The old familiar you, the one who is used to your comfort zone, is now invited to dance in uncharted territory. The question to ask yourself as you step into the unknown and you grow your wings are, what do I need to become in order to experience this life I desire? What in me needs to shift so that I can welcome this amazing abundance? Know you have everything you need right now. You are aligned with the Celtic shapeshifter goddess Ain, I have no idea how to say that, and could move effortlessly between our world and the world of fairy. Her power of adaptability is sparkling within you. Magic is afoot. Whatever, I feel like you're manifesting, you know, maybe your soul path here. You're working on your soul path. Whatever you're manifesting, it says magic is afoot. Why do I keep hearing... I keep hearing quotes from Ever After. It's very strange. The alignment message. Sometimes you find yourself unable to respond to life's challenges because you are holding on too tightly to an image of how things should be. It's hard to adapt to changing circumstances when you are so connected to familiar conditions or an old identity. You may be too attached to the form of your desired outcome, and when things go in a different direction, you resist. And that's what I was just talking about. Like, some people, their manifestations come in, but not in the way they want them. And then they're like, this isn't working. It's not for me. Have no fear. Instead, love these changes. Be open and curious. Call on this goddess to embody her power. Remember, she could effortlessly shift from one form to another and move between worlds without consequence. Trust that whatever you're bumping up against will dissolve through your willingness to simply be with what is and allow the magic to reveal itself. Beautiful. And I have to point it out, those look like wisps. And we talk about following the wisps, following the signs and synchronicities. I want to look at, on the bottom we had this card, the Sun. So I wanted to look at it. Because you had 50 come out. So we have 50 and 51. Oh, when you shine your light into the world, I love it already. Once you find your light and you find your power and you adapt. When you shine your light into the world, you will attract various people and experiences that match or challenge your commitment to being empowered. Interesting. Right now, you are receiving information to know which choice to make, which opportunity to take, and which person to trust. The Aboriginal Australian sun goddess, Yi, I don't know, illuminates your path with her rays and brings clarity as she shows you what you need to know. A bright light also attracts a lot of bugs, so know that you may also attract those who see themselves smaller as a result of your empowerment. Yes! The people who are threatened by laughter, for example. This is a conditioning that needs to be healed in many people in the world. All you can do is be incandescent and joyful, kind and truthful, and the world will begin to reflect that goodness back to you. The goddess Yi is happy to help you shine. I love this. You shining your light all over everybody. Sometimes the light, I'm going to read the alignment message. Sometimes the light shines too bright and too hot for you to achieve your aims. Although the sun is bright, getting too close to its fire will risk everything burning to the ground. Do you really want to know all that is hidden from you now? Are you ready to face the harsh light of illumination that rips open your old ideas and shows you what else is possible? Your alignment task is to be bold and brave. Don't shrink away. Know that this is all part of the process of evolution that calls forth the bright sunlight to show you the shadows so you cannot escape your own denial. Allow the truth to burn through your defenses. Then you will be set free. When the sun goddess Yi comes with her bright light, it is a day of reckoning that will only lead to miracles. Miracles and magic. Oh my goodness. I just had to take a big deep breath. Maybe it's been a long journey for you, my friend. Maybe you're like, thank goodness, light at the end of the tunnel. That's what it is. I can see a progression here, light at the end of the tunnel. I have to look up this beauty card. I just have to. Yeah, I had to look it up. So there was two here that I was seeing that we saw when shuffling. So we have this one, beauty, and I'm just going to read both. You are at your most lovely when you are being yourself. And this reminds me of Empress energy and the lover's connection you have with yourself, loving yourself. Again, one of those piles yesterday, loving your inner dragon, loving your love dragon, whatever it was. You are at your most lovely when you are being yourself. The Japanese goddess of beauty, Benzaiten, I have no idea, reminds you that knowing, accepting, and honoring yourself as a spiritual being in a physical body requires self-care. Now is the time to support yourself by surrounding yourself with beauty and choosing to see its power in every aspect of your life. If you can commit to doing that, you will be amazed at how much more beauty arises to greet you. Open your eyes to the wonder everywhere and in the most unexpected places. Beauty waits to be discovered. Consider this before you turn away from a person, place, or thing. Beauty is everywhere. It's your time to find it, and the goddess Benzaiten will help you. And I'm going to read the protection message because I think it's important. Your ability to see beauty in your world is dimmed by a momentary lapse in self-worth. And this is actually on page 35, which equals 8. And it really does give the energy of the strength card because it's talking about how when you're being your true confident self, you shine. And something that the shadow aspect of strength is perhaps lack of confidence, you know? Your ability to see beauty in your world is dimmed by a momentary lapse in self-worth. The goddess of beauty asks you whether you've been set back by a visit of perfectionism or others have withheld their support, causing you to feel small and insignificant. Whatever the circumstances, it appears that you may have been hijacked by a sense of lack. Your alignment task is to restore your self-worth and regain your equilibrium by refusing to engage in these mind games designed to dim your light. Now is the time for a positive self-inventory. The goddess Benzaiten is here to remind you that you are a bright, shiny, beautiful being of divine power and light. You are more than enough, and the world contains more than enough beauty for you. This is a good place to dust off and start again. And then I'm going to look at this focus card. Okay, I'm going to read it. In order to fully embrace the intentions you have set in motion and your current conditions, it's important to seize the moment, Emperor energy. Now is the time you can truly make your mark, as the Greek goddess of the hunt, Artemis, will help guide your arrow. Surrender yourself to the process of whatever is calling your attention. Immerse yourself fully in whatever needs your focus and allow yourself to experience and allow yourself the experience of deep abiding trust. If you aim true and your heart is open and pure, grateful for all the bounty that surrounds you, your deepest desires will manifest before you like magic. Another card mentioning magic. Okay, I'm done now. I just got carried away. So I grabbed my Moonchild Tarot deck here for you, for us to use today. And I just want to look in it for 1 second and see if there's any spreads. I can never find anything. Maybe, oh yes, there is. So maybe we'll do, I think what we'll do is the shadow light spread. So let's see. Shadow light spread. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. So maybe you have a wound that needs some care. Maybe you're in separation with someone. Maybe you have unresolved heartache, resentment, but we'll see what comes out. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. So let's have a shuffle. We have the Knight of Cups. The Moonchild Tarot always makes me think of the Never-Ending Story. Because that's what he yells at the window. We have the King of Cups. So it's possible that you were in separation with someone who was, you know, immature and had to evolve into the King of Cups. You're coming in as the Queen of Pentacles. So with that Three of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, you could have had your heart broken by a King of Cups or a Knight of Cups. And you could be very focused on, you know, your soul path now, Queen of Pentacles. But we'll see what comes out. We do have two energies here. And we have Justice. What did I just say? Somebody could have did you dirty. Someone could have did you wrong. Anyway, that's just what I'm seeing in the cards. That's just what I'm seeing in the cards as we shuffle. So let's do this spread. We have the Seven of Swords on the bottom. Very interesting. I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this out of this book and see what it says. Because it could be that you have something deep within you that you're missing, a wound. So I'm just going to, it talks about betrayal, Three of Swords, betrayal. All right, we have selfishness, betrayal, secrecy, egoism. What remains hidden that needs to come to light? Are there any forces that are exerting pressure on me? I communicate from my heart. The universe keeps all in sacred balance. A young woman looks at us with one eye covered, indicating a secret or duplicitous act that remains hidden from our view. Surrounding her are 7 suspended swords, sharp representations of what she is carrying with her as she gets away with this deceit. Her expression reveals her overconfidence and cunning approach to getting what she wants at the expense of others. Oh dear. The Seven of Swords often illustrates a challenge that may be associated with some kind of dishonesty or illusion, whether on the part of yourself or someone else. It can indicate an avoidance of truth, with consequences that become apparent when least expected. If there's some kind of secrecy taking place, a new approach or solution is highly encouraged. Omitting the truth is rarely a good idea, especially if a positive outcome is desired in the end. It also advises you that you remain cautious with others who may not have your best interest at heart. So it could be that, you know, you have people in your energy, lower vibrational energy, that don't have your best interest at heart. You could have been dealing with someone, listen, let's back it up. King of Cups, Knight of Cups. You could have been dealing with someone, the King of Cups. Hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself. You could have been dealing with a Knight of Cups. And let me just explain what I'm hearing. So you could have been dealing with a Knight of Cups. Someone who is emotionally immature. Perhaps the two of you lacked confidence, both of you. Maybe you lacked self-worth and this person lacked confidence. Remember the very first card we saw when I cut this deck talked about secrets, and it was 40 Emperor energy. And I thought like maybe an Emperor keeping something from you. Anyway, we have the Seven of Swords. Sorry, let me keep going with that thought. King of Cups. The King of Cups can be someone who is manipulative. It says right here, manipulation, deceit, and selfishness in love, being led on or used, not putting in effort. So you could have been dealing with a King of Cups who wounded your heart. Maybe it was your father. I don't know. But here we have this card of deception. And Spirit's saying, be careful. Where was I? Remain cautious with others who may not have your best interest at heart. So this person, you know, maybe in the past they didn't have your best interest at heart. Or maybe they had a lot of shadows that they ran away from. Anyway, it says, perhaps now is the time to lay everything out on the table and communicate from a place of integrity, a period of clarity and truth. Very interesting. Okay, let's go back to this spread. So we're going to see what area of your life requires more care. So what area of your life requires more care? We have the Sun. How interesting. So healing, which is kind of, you know, the energy we have here. I'm going to read this because these are beautiful interpretations. Inner child. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? So you still need to work on tapping into your inner child. And this shows perhaps trauma from your childhood that still needs to be looked at. Trauma that can be healed once the light is shone on it. Very interesting. Success, soul family, celebration, love. Beautiful. So, dancing beneath the golden radiance of the sun, two friends rejoice in the brilliance of the day, connecting their hearts as one. This is a sacred inner sanctuary that resides within all of us. It sums up the best and the brightest times in our lives. After all of the winding paths and forks in the road have led us to these moments of blissful peace. So, how do I want to read this to you? Because this is saying what areas of your life need more care. And I feel like I want to read you the reversal. I'm going to read the reversal first. This may indicate a sense of loneliness or difficulty. Although you may feel at times strong in your convictions, there are perhaps moments when you repress your voice or heart. You feel as though your direction has been clouded. If you feel that your direction has been clouded, know that this is merely a temporary setback. A time to be mindful of strength, love, and light that surrounds you. How can you reach out for gentle support at this time? So maybe something that you need to be shedding more light on is some of the things you need to heal on connecting with your inner child, on trauma that can be healed here. Interesting. I'm going to look at Eight of Swords too. So this one says, this key examines how we can take responsibility for our actions and learn from past challenges. Don't rest in the shadows. They are potential doorways of light. You understand the benefit of aligning with love in all areas of your life and how negative attachments to issues or other people only exacerbate the challenges along the way. Don't let the fleeting ruminations siphon your essence. So maybe something you need to shed light on is maybe, you still think about past challenges. Maybe you have an overactive mind. Maybe, you have anxiety. My heart goes out to you. I've had anxiety my entire life. And it wasn't until I spiritually awakened that I got a break from that anxiety. Didn't come in the form of a pill. Anyway, this is, okay, jump out of my hand. This is also symbolic of perhaps some traumas that you still have that need to be healed. So that Seven of Swords, it's very interesting. You could have a wound where someone else deceived you or manipulated you. It's also possible that, like I said, perhaps there's wounds that you aren't even, that you're missing. And I'm not saying you're doing it on purpose. I'm saying maybe they're buried very deeply. When I was talking about childhood wounding, in that pile yesterday, I was talking about how after I started doing meditations to connect with my inner child, I started having memories of moments that I had suppressed, or like memories that I had suppressed that I had, pushed way down deep inside of me and I had completely forgotten about. Anyway, interesting. Where do I want to put this? I want to put you right there. What is your heart guiding you towards healing, learning, or expressing? So what is your heart guiding you towards? Learning, healing, or expressing? What is your heart leading you towards? We have the Hermit and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is what your heart is guiding you towards: healing, learning, and expressing. Hermit energy, soul path, your higher self. Where are you, Hermit? You're hiding from me. Quest, meditation, solitude, retreat, enlightenment. What deeper lessons am I ready to explore? How can I reconnect with my inner voice? So there's a lot in this reading about you, like your heart is trying to help you connect with your inner child, with your higher self, with your intuition. Beautiful. So the Hermit key describes a soul-searching journey and a renewed sense of wisdom that has the power to radically transform your life. The intuitive magic of this card encourages you to seek out your own inner sanctuary in order to gently detach from any unhealthy interferences or distractions. How can you activate your own authentic voice and not be swayed by the surrounding influences or conditionings of the world? It may be time to adjust the input of what you choose to believe or fully hold on to. This gentle period of introspection cannot be underestimated. While going inward is a wonderful way to uncover your truth, it does not always mean that you need to close yourself off from the rest of the world. With deeper self-awareness, you can maintain a healthy balance of composure in spite of the external forces or challenges around you. This is a powerful time to reconnect with the quiet stillness of your inner landscape and higher self. Oh my goodness. So it's like your heart wants you to find yourself, your inner light, your inner flame, your inner child, your higher self, your soul path. Your heart wants you to reflect and heal and walk your higher path, your soul path, and then to share your light with others. Beautiful. What am I now being encouraged to release? So what are you being encouraged to release? Oh, wait, I wanted to look at this. Queen of Pentacles, your heart is guiding you towards Queen of Pentacles energy. So I wanted to look at that. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Nurturing, cautious, Earth Mother, pragmatic. So I almost said your person. Your heart wants you to work on your Queen of Pentacles energy. Maybe learning how to, nurture yourself, be that caring mother that maybe you needed. I don't know. That is mother energy. How can I nurture my talents and gifts? How can I maintain a greater sense of balance? So your heart wants you to nurture these gifts. Your heart wants you to master these gifts and then bring them into the world. And what did I say? I said, I feel like it will bring you financial stability. Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is down to earth, a nurturing individual who works hard at what they do. You will often find them balancing multiple commitments and responsibilities while also extending care to family and friends. There is a deep wisdom that surges through the heart and the soul of this person as they have learned to prioritize what is truly meaningful in life. So your heart wants you to prioritize what is truly meaningful in life. Stability of the spirit is what matters most, through foundational support that provides a loving and lasting security. The Queen of Pentacles may very well reflect the attainment of success and financial goals, but in a heartfelt way that bridges beyond physical affluence. This key prompts us to consider how we can reach a higher state of awareness when it comes to our vision of what success and comfort genuinely means to us. How can we tap into our own strength and design the life we have always dreamed of? So, now what are you being encouraged to release? What are you being encouraged to release? What are you being encouraged to release? We have the Four of Pentacles, maybe a lack mindset. I think it's very interesting. Look at this Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're being asked to release your inner truth here. Like, stop holding back, because we see this person hands over their throat, like they're hiding their inner truth, like they can't, like they're holding back. They're afraid to release it. So, what are you being encouraged to release? We have the Four of Pentacles. Materialism, control, obstacles, possessiveness, ego. So this is what you're asked to be, this is what you're being asked to release. I'm going to read the reversal here. When reversed, the Four of Pentacles may be an indication of excessive materialism or fear of lack. And that's what I was hearing, fear of lack. It could also point to prioritizing work over health and wellness. So if you are someone who works too hard and doesn't nurture yourself and prioritize other things in your life, Spirit's telling you to release that. I used to do nothing but work, and I missed out on a lot of my kids' moments because I was always working. And Spirit's telling you, you need to release that there's more to life than work and money. Try spending some time nurturing your heart energy, an ideal window to maintain balance, or else important opportunities and experiences may go unnoticed. And what did I just say? Important moments with my kids. So Spirit's telling you to release this lack mindset. Maybe you grew up, I'm just going to use myself again. I'm just going to throw myself under the bus one more time. I'm just kidding. I grew up in a very poor household, and I grew up in a household where other things were prioritized over food and like care. And my sister and I both grew up with that lack mindset, and I had that lack mindset my entire life. Too afraid to buy anything, too afraid to spend anything, too afraid to do anything for myself. And my parents kind of instilled in me that if you're not working, you're lazy. So I would just constantly work. And I lived my whole life with that lack mindset. And it wasn't until I spiritually awakened and changed that lack mindset and stopped working so hard that I started to experience more abundance. I mean, I just have to say, sometimes we have all these things backwards. Anyway, that's what we're seeing for you, my friend. So hopefully that makes sense. You know, believing in yourself, believing in your self-worth. Let go of your, Four of Pentacles is like fear of lack, fear of being alone, like release your fear of being alone. Your heart wants you to be happy with yourself and in your own company. And Spirit's saying to release that fear of being alone, fear of never having enough, fear of lack. Release that, you know, lack of confidence. Anyway, I'm like super passionate over here. So I'm just going to get you a few of these cards to end. Interesting. Nothing came out. I thought one flipped, but it didn't. It was playing tricks on me. Stop and let it all grow around you for a little bit. Stop working so hard. Listen, work hard. I'm not faulting people who work hard. I work hard. But learn how to have other things in your life too. Get out of your own way. Interesting. So maybe your ego stops you from progressing. Maybe your fear stops you from following your intuition. See things for what they are. Seeing through the veil. You know, let's say you're giggling your butt off and somebody tells you that you're annoying. See it for what it is. I spent way too much time crying over those comments when I first started my channel, and now I see it for what it is, someone in low vibrational energy. You already are a butterfly. Beautiful. You're already magical. You don't need me to tell you. We have staying alive and content with what I already have, which is, you know, that's Empress energy. That's Nine of Pentacles energy. That's Hermit energy, being happy with your own company. Beautiful. So, my friends, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. I'm definitely not going to wait as long to do a soul tribe reading because I love the pants off of you guys. I love the crazy pants right off of you. Anyway, I will talk to you soon. Bye, my little butterflies.